Hello comrades, this is Shetty here, and as you guys can tell by the title, inside of today's video, I'm going to be talking about the YouTube boxing event. Now inside of today's video, I'm going to be going over all the undercards and all the boxing matches, and who I think will win, and talking about the matches. So yeah, let's get right into it. The first boxing match in the event is going to be Rossi HD versus Momo. Now I know that Rossi HD was actually an undercard on the last event, and he won. So I think he definitely has a lot more experience than Momo. And recently Momo said he just started training for the fight on August 3rd. So he's at a huge disadvantage. This probably only gives him around 20 days to train for the fight. And I definitely think Rossi HD will win this one. The second match is going to be Coach Richard versus JMX. Just like Rossi HD, JMX fought in the last undercard and won. And he will be going up with the 400-meter runner, Olympian athlete, Coach Richard. Now, even though Coach Richard was an Olympic athlete, I do think he might lose against JMX. JMX stands at a height of 6'6", and he's definitely a lot taller than Coach Richard, and he has a lot more experience in boxing, but who knows, I'm not really sure how this is going to go. Either way, I don't really care that much about this fight. The next fight is going to be Sensei versus Overflow. The difference between these two YouTubers and the other ones fighting in this boxing event is that these ones are actually real fighters. Sensei is an MMA fighter, and Overflow, I'm pretty sure he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu and karate. I do think Sensei will win because MMA is very similar to boxing, except inside boxing it's just punching. So I do think Sensei is going to win, but Overflow does have a chance if he did train a lot, which he probably did considering that he actually does fighting. The next boxing match will be Scares versus Raka. Although Scares has a height advantage over Raka, with Scares standing at 6'2", I do think Raka will win because both of them have about the same experience of boxing, but when it comes down to it, it just comes down to who's the better fighter, and I think Raka is the better fighter. But yeah, time to get into the next one. The final undercard fight is going to be Gib versus Jay. Now, Gib fought in the last tournament, last event. He was one of the undercards, and he won. There's really not much to say about this fight. I just think Gib will win, because he definitely has a lot more experience than Jay. The next boxing match is the co-main event, and this is Deji versus Jake Paul. Now, Deji stands at 5'8", while Jake stands at 6 foot. Now, I'm just going to say it right now. I do think Jake is going to win. He has a big height advantage and a weight advantage, and he's in a lot better shape than Deji is. Although Jake and Deji probably have the same amount of boxing experience, in high school Jake was a state champion in wrestling, and I think that gives him a huge advantage over wrestling, because wrestling is probably one of the hardest sports out there, and I really do think he's going to beat Deji. The final fight, the main event, KSI versus Logan Paul. So this is the main match of the boxing event. Logan Paul stands at 6'2", while KSI stands at 6 foot. There's really not that much of a height advantage. KSI does have a lot more of experience in boxing because he's been boxing around since last summer. But just like his little brother, Logan was also a state champion in wrestling in high school. And even though KSI has a lot more experience in boxing, I do think Logan will win the fight. Mostly because, I don't know, I feel like he's a lot better of an athlete than KSI. And I do think he's in a lot better shape than KSI. And yeah, I do think Logan will win that fight. But yeah, guys, that's the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. I know this is different than the usually kind of videos that I do. But I just wanted to do this. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.